Hi, this is a quick video just showing how I make record Word document or ODT document copies of assignments that are up in the McGraw-Hill section of our Canvas site. Okay, so I've gotten started here. I'm using an ODT file, but Word is just as good. So I've got the title, homework aid, and what it's abstracted from. And as you can see, I have the first one, two, three problems here. So I want to start with number 4. All right, and this is again um, homework 8A. So you got to sign on to Canvas as me. And then a couple ways you can do this. I guess I would say maybe go to McGraw-Hill Connect. That's fine. And then go to my Connect section. And I want that homework 8A. So I'm just going to click on that. Okay, and then assignment options. I'm going to say edit the assignment, and let's see what we've got here. Or maybe I don't want edit assignment. That may have been a mistake. Let me try the back button and see what happens here. Oh, maybe not. All right, so I'm going to just try this quickly. This might be a big mistake. So here's question 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's what I need is question 4. So I go to this question and let's see. Oh, this is going to work perfectly. This is great. So I get myself to this question, and I'm not going to have to edit it or anything. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to copy the question and the explanation down to but not including the calculator solution. We never use the calculator solution. So I hit Control C on my PC. That means copy everything I've highlighted here. And I just come into my Word doc or my ODT doc where I want to paste this, and I'm just going to paste it in, but I'm going to paste it in without any formatting. So in the Word doc, you'd come up here and there's a little paste thing, and you'd say paste special, paste unformatted. It's a little easier in an ODT doc. You do Control Shift V, and you get this little box. I say unformatted text, and blammo, I just put all that in, okay? And this is about 90% of the way there, okay? So let's see what I can do now with this. Now I've got to come back here, okay? And you notice how since I pasted in just regular old text here, this graphic Excel box didn't come in at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just grab a screenshot of this. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and take all of this, and I'm going to have to edit this a little bit. So I'm going to go into Paint and paste it into Paint. Oh, there we go. And then I just need to find somehow the eraser tool here. There's my beautiful eraser tool. So I want to erase all that. And actually before, yeah, let me go ahead and erase all of this nonsense because we don't want the students to see the answers, of course. So we just take these answers out. This is about the most complicated one I've had to do so far. Usually it goes, whoops, a little quicker than this. And I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to touch it up. I'm just trying to get good functionality and reasonably good looking stuff. So I grab all that, I copy it, and now I go into my Word or ODT doc and I paste that in. And in ODT, I have to adjust it a little bit to get it where I want it. And so that's the problem statement. And now I need the solution. Okay, and for solution, I just come back over here, and now I'm going to get a screenshot of this whole thing with the solution, and I'm just going to paste that in. And again, you don't have to do this in Word, I don't think, but in ODT you have to adjust it a little bit to get it to look pretty and be where you want it. And that's all good. Then I just come down to the explanation, okay, and I just clean it up a little, nice to not have too many spaces between things, and clearly it's saying we will use the FV formula that is, so I don't want a lot of spaces here, I just want it to be right there, and oops, look at that, this is going to be read as PV times quantity 1 plus R times T. That's no good, right? Be very careful about this. So I put in the caret so we know there is exponentiation, okay? Then we could leave the blank lines, but I'm gonna take them out, okay? And then here, once again, what are we doing here? We're raising this to the power 1 over T. So please be very careful with the algebra so the formulas are correct. And then there was all this graphic nonsense that they had that didn't quite come through because I just pasted unformatted text. So I'm just going to delete all of that. Okay, and now we have all of these solutions here. So I just put in the character and I got that one, and there's going to be 4 of these, and here comes the next one, and got to be careful to put that exponentiation in, please, very important. And we got one here, so I do that, and I forgot to do that here, so I'll come back and do that. All right, and that's looking good. And here we go, more of the graphic stuff that we don't care about. And so I want to raise this to the 13, and I want to raise this to the 1 over 13. Okay, and there's my answer. And there's still more coming through here. We've got, that's 3, there's a total of 4 that students are being asked for. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we have all 4 of them. And again, I just put in, always want to make sure that the algebra is going to come through correctly. So you always want to spend a couple minutes looking at that and making sure. And that's it. That's that. I've taken problem number 4 from McGraw-Hill, and I've very quickly been able to morph it into a really awesome version in Word that we can use for our Word version of the homeworks. And then simply by changing the titling up here, this also is going to be our record with solutions for practice problems for Chapter 8, Part A. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to save that right now, and that's it. And then I would keep going here. So I've done for us questions 1, 2, 3, and now 4. Always good to leave a few lines between problems, have a nice separation between problems. And you see how I've got everything formatted very logically and nicely, and there's no extraneous junk in there. And this is very good. I'm very happy with this. So that's it. Just a little tip on how I would suggest getting the record copies of the McGraw-Hill based Canvas assignments. So I hope that's helpful, and signing out for now.